Today, I will show you the art of ancient Egypt and Greek. Ancient Greek art stands out among other ancient cultures of its development of naturalistic but idealized depictions of the human body, in which largely nude male figures were generally the focus of innovation. The rate of stylistic development between about 750 and 300 BC was remarkable by ancient standards, and in surviving works is best seen in sculpture. There were important innovations in painting, which have to be essentially reconstructed due to the lack of original survivals of quality, other than the distinct field of painted pottery. Greek architecture, technically very simple, established a harmonious style with numerous detailed conventions that were largely adopted by Roman architecture and are still followed in some modern buildings. It used a vocabulary of ornament that was shared with pottery, metalwork, and other media, and had enormous influence in Eurasian art, especially after Buddhism carried it beyond expanded Greek world created by Alexander the Great. The social context of Greek art included radical political developments and a great increase in prosperity. The equally impressive Greek achievement in philosophy, literature, and other fields are well known. Ancient Egyptian art refers to the art produced in ancient Egypt between the 6th century BC and the 4th century AD, spanning from prehistoric Egypt until the Christianization of Roman Egypt. It includes painting, sculptures, drawings on papyrus, faience, jewelry, ivories, architecture, and other art media. It also very conservative. The art style changed very little over time. Much of the surviving art comes from tombs and monuments, giving more insights into the ancient Egyptian afterlife beliefs. The ancient Egyptian language had no word for art. Artworks served an essential purpose that was bound with religion and ideology. To render a subject in art was to give it permanence. Therefore, ancient Egyptian art portrayed an idealized, unrealistic view of the world. There was no significant tradition of individual artistic expression, since art served a wider and cosmic purpose of the maintaining order. When talking about Greek and Egyptian art history, it is the sculpture that one comes to mind when you are comparing and contrasting artworks. Egyptian art and Greek art both had mesmerizing sculpture, but Egyptian art was more oriented towards religion, and Greek art was more focused on philosophy. The Egyptian statue of the Menkaure and a queen was similar to a Greek statue of Metropolitan Chorus in their posture, but both of these statues also had many differences. Menkaure and a queen statue was created from an unusual stone, and the statue was discovered in Menkaure Valley Temple. The sculpture had a hard texture, and because of the time-consuming task of polishing, the sculpture was never completely polished. So the sculpture is gray and has a trace of red paint on its face, ears, and neck, because male figures were traditionally painted red, and there are traces of black in queen hair. The sculpture itself is 54 by 1/2 inches in height and is displayed in the Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. Metropolitan Chorus was created from marble, which seems like it has a rough and hard texture. The statue is 6 feet in height and is displayed at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York.